Hey, hi, it's Richelle Shaw, author of The Million Dollar Equation of How to Build a Million Dollar Business in Las Vegas Without the Casinos. And I am entrepreneur, business coach, guru, but really at the end of the day, I just love business. And when I look at things, I look at them from a business perspective. So this is episode 8 of just me turning on the webcam. No glam, no oof. Nope, just me turning on the camera, chatting with you about what is on my mind. So today's episode is called Cops, Hair, and How Not to Network. All right. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, I'm sure now you've seen the news about Danielle Watts. Really? She's hanging out with her husband in the park, kissing him. She gets arrested. Arrested, really? Arrested? Oh my gosh, she's detained because they think she's a hooker and they think he's a John. Now, we could talk about the politics of it. That's just, that maybe, do you think that the impact is that the actress is African American, that she has a very low haircut, not long hair, not traditional hair? Do you think maybe because her husband's white? Yeah, okay? But just wrong. But here's the business lessons from that, right? Is that you don't know who your customer is. You don't judge a book by its cover. So often prejudices are really what's holding people back in their business. Because number one, they think that they are their customer. Okay? Number one, you're not your customer. You don't know what they are supposed to look like. No one knows. And there's nothing wrong with going up and asking a question. So that's where I ask, well, how come nobody asked, what are you doing here? How's it going? Somebody called in, and so why don't you tell me about what's going on? There's none of that. Why wouldn't you ask that first instead of just immediately detaining them and assuming that they were doing something? It's just wrong. It's just wrong with an R. But it happens every day in business. Every day. Because you're out, you're thinking that this isn't my customer, I'm not going to target them. People come in, there was a time when most folks know that I am super, super cheap. All right? No. After losing it all after 9/11 and losing $40 million, there's something that happens to you that you decide that will never happen again. But I was in a very prestigious mall, and I'd walked into the Louis Vuitton store. And so while I was there, I was looking around, and there was a planner. So I have a thing for planners, okay? I must have 1,000 journals. I buy planners all the time because I like them. They're pretty, and you lay them out. And so I saw a Louis Vuitton planner, and I said, ooh, this might be really cute. I never splurge like this on my own. What happens if I just splurge today? So I walk up to the counter, and this is, okay, my business is doing a couple $1 million. Okay, I can easily afford this planner. And I asked the gal that was working there, could I see it? I said, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Can I take a look at it? Now, I had every obstacle there was, okay, in my business, because you have to remember that I was young. I was under 30 years old. I was African American. I happened to be a woman, and I don't know if you can tell from the video today, but I'm a little chubby too. So I don't look like the typical business owner, apparently, and I certainly didn't look like the typical buyer of a Louis Vuitton $1,600 planner. So when I asked her to pull it out of the case, she said, oh, you can see it. There it is right there, and she pointed at it. Really? So I asked her, well, can I just take a look at it really quick? I just want to, feel the pages. I want to smell the paper. I want to see if it's going to solve that thing that I wanted to solve. She went back and asked for permission. Manager looked out, He also wasn't going to let me have it. They went back. They decided this could be really bad. So they unlocked it, they pulled it out, and they put it on the counter. So I did all the things that I wanted to do with it. I happened to have one of my good friends with me too, and she's like, Richelle, you'd love that. You'd love that. So just grab it. And I said, you're right. So I pull out my American Express, my gold American Express. This was before black ones, so I didn't have black one. So I gave her my gold American Express. All of a sudden, her face lit up. Because now she's thinking about the commission. She started treating me totally different. Okay. So we made the purchase. She wrapped it. I took it. I walked out of the store, and I said, what the hell is wrong with me? Why am I buying this? Just to show them that I could buy it? Nah. So I turned around and came right back. And she's like, oh, would you like to get the bag that goes with it? Would you like the briefcase? Is there something else I can get for you? And I said, you know what? Actually, no. I just want to return it. And she's like, what? Yeah, I just want to return it. I just wanted to show you that I could actually purchase it, but it makes no sense to pay $1,600 for a planner. So thanks so much. And she put it back on my credit card, and I walked out. So did I feel better? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you never know who your customer is. So the cops screwed up. They made Daniel Watt feel horrible. They made her husband feel even worse. She's crying. They're taking pictures, and they've got a huge PR problem now. Don't let that happen in your business, because I could have done all of those things at the Louis Vuitton store. But to me, it wasn't worth it. I don't want people saying anything. I don't want it to be a great big nothing. So I left it. I moved on. But you can never judge a book by its cover. The reason why they say those things, why it's a saying, is because it's true. You never know where your customer is coming from. And don't count their money. You don't know how much money they do have. So don't count it. Allow them to show you by asking a series of questions. And you don't want to have the face when you ask the questions. You know the face. Do you really think? No, that's not how you ask it. You ask politely and nicely. All right, so let's talk about hair and networking. So over the weekend, I was out, me and my daughter, running errands, and so my little mini-me has a ton of thick hair. It's not as long as mine, but it's definitely thick, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we go to the grocery store, and we come out, and I recognized a little girl that I'd seen before, and I'm like, where do I know this girl from? Did I see her in Hawaii the last time we were there? Who is this girl? So I look at my daughter, and I'm like, Deb, don't you remember her? And the little girl's looking at me, and she's like, yeah. So they went back and forth, and she asked her, well, where did you go to school? And the little girl said, well, she says where she goes to school. My daughter says the private school she goes to. And the girl says, oh, you know what? I met you at Taylor's birthday party. And so I said, yes, I remember now. You remember you didn't want to go on the ride, so you sat on the bench with me, and we chatted for the afternoon. And she says, I remember. So now her mother's there, and her mom's like, well, she's looking at me like, well, I don't know you. And I said, you know what? She wasn't with you because I would remember you. You are that gorgeous that I would remember you. So now the mom's glowing and, oh, thank you. You see, what a nice way to say, I don't know who the hell you are, but you weren't with her. You see, by giving a compliment, it's all nice. Well, so now that opened up the opportunity where she says, oh, well, I do hair. Okay. Well, here, I want to give you my card because we'll do your hair. So now, same person's been doing my hair 10 years. Okay. She didn't say, do you like who does your hair? Your hair is beautiful. She didn't say that to my daughter. She didn't say, your daughter's hair is beautiful. I'd love to do your hair. She didn't offer us a discount. She didn't do anything. She just said, here, take my card. So now I'm obligated to take her card. So you know what I did? I threw it in my car. I can't even tell you what the lady's name is. Because why? She didn't give me a reason to, number one, her hair was okay, but it wasn't fabulous. She didn't tell me what she would do differently to my hair. She didn't tell me how she would change my daughter's hair. And she didn't give us a great offer. You know, if you give us a great offer, boy, that would change everything. So now fast forward, we get home. The garage door is up. We're taking the bags out of the back of the car from the grocery shopping. And here comes another lady from across the street. And she comes running over, and I said, well, maybe she needs directions or something. I don't know. And she says, hi. Hi. I said, oh, hello. How are you? She said, oh, I'm good. Here, I want to give you my card. I do hair. What the hell is going on? Twice in one day? So was my hair not looking great that day? Or what's going on with my daughter's hair? She's like, I do little girls' hair. Okay. Oh, well, you know, your daughter's hair looks great. So, not that it doesn't look great. And I'm like, now you're trying to clean this up. You know, what's the deal? Are you on Facebook? I said, yes. So now here would have been an opportunity for her to get my contact information so that now she can follow up. Nope. Go check out my Facebook page. You know what? That's like, go see my website. What the hell does that mean? That means nothing. Why would I buy from you? There's no incentive. There's no nothing. Now, if she'd have said, I will do your daughter's hair for the first time for free and tell me if you like it. If you like it, then we can build a relationship. We can move forward. That's how you give someone a card. And by the way, just by you giving somebody a card, because see, she thinks that she did something. Both her and the other woman think that they had like a fabulous day. I saw 3 people. I gave out my business card. You've done absolutely nothing. It's not the cards that you give. It's the cards that you get that makes the significant difference in your business. It's the ones where people say, please contact me. Not, here, take my card, go to my website. That's nothing. Now you're putting all the onus on me, and I can do it whenever the hell I feel like it. Or I don't have to. But see, that's the way that they do it without actually asking. These are just basic business lessons that I think everybody knows, but apparently they don't. Kind of like common sense. It ain't that common. Gee willikers. All right, so just to recap today, remember, do not judge a book by a cover. Okay? Don't do the stupid stuff and be all on TV by thinking that she's a hooker. A hooker? Really? That she was soliciting this guy? That just shows all of your prejudice. Shh, don't do that. Second thing is, if you're going to try to conjure up business and solicit business, make sure that you have at least an offer, a great offer, a reason for me to say, you know what, I'll give you a try. Because neither one of them did that. Now, I'm going back to fix my hair because apparently it didn't look good enough for them. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Straight, no chaser, no makeup, just me telling you the business lessons, and I'm on the lookout for great things. If you see anything that you want me to comment on or that you know, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's at Richelle Shaw, or you can go to RichelleShaw.com to see other fancy videos where I am all glabbed up, where I'm teaching you how to build your own $1 million business. Or go ahead and subscribe right here to the feed, or join my Google Plus circle, yeah, or tweet me and let me know how you're doing. All right, have an awesome day. I'll see you for episode 9 tomorrow. All right, bye-bye. Happy Monday.